Khadeen and Devale Ellis. They have this big, beautiful family. They have built a multimedia empire, amassing a huge following with their hit YouTube channel, The Ellises, and they have an award-winning podcast. Now the Brooklyn-born couple is bearing it all with their new book, We Over Me. And their approach to marriage and family, wow, it has so many people talking, and we absolutely love them and their journey. Take a look.
When your wife is a beast and she just give birth, looking like nothing just happened.
Khadeen and Devale Ellis have become YouTube royalty with their hit channel, The Ellises, giving a candid, often hilarious peek inside their millennial marriage.
This is what happens when date night is a success. You see who up making breakfast, right? Uh-huh. Why your hair look crazy?
Devale is an NFL player turned actor who stars as Zach Taylor in Tyler Perry's Sisters and Zatima. And Khadeen has had starring roles in a number of TV shows and movies like A Piece of Me and BET's The Business of Christmas. But it's their own show online that skyrocketed their fame.
Can somebody tell me what this kid here is doing in the fridge?
And their award-winning podcast, Dead Ass with K&D, shows nothing is off limits.
Our first 5 years of marriage, and I would say co-parenting, was terrible.
Awful.
It was horrible. Like,
we were divorced within our marriage about 3 times.
Right.
Now the college sweethearts are co-authors with their new book, We Over Me, taking readers behind the scenes of their 20-year relationship, a journey filled with ups and downs. Khadeen and Devale say they hope their unconventional love story can inspire and guide readers into getting everything they want from their relationships. And fam, I just love them. Please welcome Khadeen and Devale Ellis. Oh my God.
Yes. What's up? My pops and my mom right there. That's my
Okay, you know what? I tell you what, whenever people bring their family with them to the show, it is
Yes.
such a high compliment because you don't bring your family just anywhere.
Not anywhere, girl.
No,
And
we
so,
don't.
hey, Mom and Dad.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Listen, you're not supposed to make me cry.
You're already crying.
Like this.
Yeah, we was
Watch
in the back.
Video. I'm like,
in the
oh my goodness.
Is it because it's so surreal?
You know, I think it's the trip down memory lane. It's
Yeah.
20 years in the making with my best friend. It's just, it's been such a ride, Tamron, I have to tell you.
And it's been a beautiful ride to watch and learn from. I mean, 20 years to your point, you were 19?
Yeah.
18.
18.
And 19. I robbed the cradle a little bit. Y'all, so I might have been.
I love how
by a couple
Devale's like, no,
months.
I was 18.
I
She
was
was
18.
19.
She's a cougar.
She's a cougar. Well, because you know, you think about sweethearts at that young age.
Yes.
People always say, you don't know nothing about love, you were babies.
Yes.
What did you know about each other that made it?
You know, it's something about Devale, even early on, because we actually knew each other since elementary school days.
Yeah.
So at second and third grade levels, you know, I just thought he was kind of cute, but boys still had cooties at that age, right? But we finally got to chat because we crossed paths so many times, went to rival high schools. Finally, when time came for college, I met him at a banquet. I was actually co-hosting, and I knew he was going to be there because I got the rundown. So I was looking through the list of people that I'm like, oh my goodness, Devale's going to be there. And just conversation with him just flowed so naturally.
So wait a minute, you said, oh my goodness, Devale will be there. Did you think, oh my goodness, Devale will be here. I want this man in my life.
I'm going to shoot my shot.
Okay.
For sure. For sure. It was a plan. It was like,
It was
bucket.
good. It was good. It was good. It was good.
It was a good shot.
It was a good shot. You know, it's just Steph Curry. That's what my son
Which is
says,
interesting
Curry.
because you admit that you had it in your mind that you were going to shoot your shot. Because
was.
women like to play the demure game that
Of
I
course.
didn't have it in my mind. I had
didn't
no
do that.
idea.
No.
You were like intentional.
I cut to the chase and I said, you know what? I'm going to go have conversation with him. I didn't expect to find my husband, though.
Right.
I was like, we're just going to talk and see what goes on. And he actually was leaving the banquet that night without asking for my number.
That's not true. That's
So-
not true.
Wait.
So
How did you shoot your shot?
I'll tell you how she shot her shot.
Okay.
So
Tell the truth to
shout
that.
out to my pops and my Uncle Kevin, who they was just like, my pops, see, my mom is a beautiful woman. My pops always said, you know, as a man, you can't be too, rambunctious. You gotta let them think that you don't want them first. Give the slow walk away. Right, you give them the slow walk away, then you come back. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even get a chance to do the slow walk away. I was getting ready to do the slow walk away, and she said, since you ain't gonna ask me for my number, then she snatched my book and put her number in my book, and she was like, here.
I got real Brooklyn on him real quick.
Wait, no, that happened?
That literally
actually
happened.
Oh, I thought he was just he's an actor,
Oh, no, that's
She
actually the
literally
truth.
did that.
I did. I put my number. I said, since you're not gonna
And I
ask
love
for
that it was so long ago you were actually writing down numbers.
Yes.
And not
No, she wrote down her number.
I
You
did.
wrote down your number.
Yes.
What were you thinking? Because here you are on your way to your own career and doing your thing, and this very strong,
Beautiful.
empowering, beautiful woman is shooting her shot.
Yes. The first thing I thought was I'm scared because, you're 18 and she's so direct. And then, the part of my father in me came and I said, I must be the man. Because I didn't even have to do the slow turn because she already, so then I was just like, okay, let me not mess this up.
So as time goes on, you're still in contact, but you then end up playing in the NFL.
So we went through all of college together.
Yeah.
That entire summer, I pursued her. I was calling her house, and this is how far back it was. I'm dating myself. She gave me her house number.
The landline.
And I had to call.
Who still has that?
Yes,
right?
I had
Nobody.
to call her
Nobody.
parents' home and say, hello, good evening, this is Devale Ellis, can I speak to Khadeen? I had to do all of that.
Right.
She had a 7-year-old sister, Sakari, at that time, and she would answer the phone. I'd say, hey, how you doing? Before I could say my name, Khadeen's not here, and hang up the phone.
She had to make sure you were good people.
For 8 weeks, she did that to me. So I thought Khadeen was putting her up to it. I said, Khadeen must not be interested anymore.
Right.
So I'm over it. I'm like, I'm going to college. I got a scholarship.
Right.
I got a 1989 Maxima with black rims.
Okay.
That my parents bought me.
Doing something.
I was like, I'm the man. She asked for my number. I'm not calling anymore. I don't care. That's what I told myself. I don't care. Then she called me, and I was like, hello?
I did. And we had linked up for our first date shortly after that. The next day, actually.
The next day.
Oh, yeah.
We linked up for our first date in my college dorm room.
And the rest is history,
The
y'all.
rest is beautiful history.